Hey you guys, I am back with another YouTube video, and today I'm real excited about these because we are going to be doing polygel, and I am here with my returning client. Here I'm using a 180 grit sanding band to lightly blend the nail tip with the natural nail, and I'm also using some pre-shaped coffin triple XL nail tip. Everything I used for today's video will be in the description box down below. I definitely recommend getting these nail tips. You will have to do little to no shaping, if you even shape the nail tips at all. Now, using my hand file very gently, I'm going to straighten the bottom of the nail and I'm going to file the side walls a little bit just to make them super crispy. But as you guys can see, the nail tips are already a pretty shape and you don't have to. Now that my nail tips are shaped, I'm now going in with my dehydrator. Next, I'm going to use one coat of my Young Nails Protein Bond and one coat of my No Lift Primer. Since I will be using polygel today, once I'm finished applying my No Lift Primer, I am going to apply this Macart base gel and cure for 60 seconds. For polygel nails, you do also have to apply the base gel on the entire nail tip. This is going to make sure that the polygel sticks to the natural nail and the nail tip. Alright y'all, so I am super excited about this polygel application. This is only the second time I've done polygel on somebody that wasn't myself, and I really loved it. I've already done the application on my client's opposite hand, and on her other hand I had used a 2-bead method, I'm gonna call it. But I didn't like that. I definitely feel like it's much better to just do it all in one go. I first started in the cuticle area, just making sure that all of the polygel was sidewall to sidewall. And once I'm finished with the cuticle area, very slowly I'm going to start to spread the acrylic. I'm not making sure it's smooth just yet. I'm just going to make sure that it's covering the whole nail tip. I am using some 70% alcohol as my slip solution and very gently just continuing to move the polygel across the whole nail before I focus on making sure that the surface is smooth. The only issue I was having with the polygel was when I was finished, I always had extra polygel, but I did end up using any extras I had for the thumb because I was like, all right, I am not wasting any of this product. The tubes are not that big. Polygel that I'm using today is from Macart's, I think it's like Pink in Paradise or Paradise in Pink collection. I am going to link it down below. It had 5 colors, but this color I felt was best with my client's skin. I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually really shocked that I like the polygel as much as I do, because at first I was like, I don't know, but let's try it. If you're somebody that wants to get into doing nail extensions, but you're not really too sure if your family will be okay with the smell, or even if you're not okay with the smell of monomer, I definitely recommend using polygel. It was so easy to use, and the fact that there was no smell, it was definitely a win-win. Y'all feel free to let me know if you guys are going to be interested in more polygel tutorials. I really did like the polygel, and this was really satisfying to do, especially the application. Before shaping and filing these nails, you will need to wipe them down with some alcohol. There is a little bit of a sticky layer on the surface of the polygel nails, so be sure to do this before starting to file. For filing these nails today, I decided to go in with my 120 grit sanding band. I just like using the sanding band for filing polygel nails, but once I'm finished with filing the cuticle area, I will be going in with a 80/80 grit hand file to file the surface and the side walls of these nails. I know that there's plenty of nail techs that only use polygel or was using acrylic and later just fell in love with polygel and no longer used it. But I want to know, like, which do you guys prefer? When it comes to the smell, polygel is definitely winning in that category, but I don't know, y'all. I really like acrylic. Like, I don't think I would ever abandon acrylic powder, but y'all let me know what y'all think. Once I'm finished with shaping and filing the nails, I'm now going in with some cuticle oil. I'm going to get this all over my client's nails. And then I'm going to use my buffer to get all of those really fine scratches off the surface. We'll need to clean your client's nails off with alcohol after applying the cuticle oil to make sure that the gel polish doesn't later peel. So do not forget that. And now it's time for the fun part. We are going to start to design these nails. And yeah, I'm not going to lie. I say this all the time, but these might be my favorite so far this year. Before doing any of my designs, I'm currently going in with a matte top coat. I love doing a matte top coat before I do any hand painted art. It makes it so much easier and so much smoother to paint on the nail. For these nails today, I am starting with this old school French tip, I believe it's called. I'm pretty sure this is an old school French tip. But I started off with a straight line, and then I'm going to start to paint the rest of the nail. This was a little harder than expected because I really wanted this nail, well, not the nail, but the line to be super straight. Right, so I did have a side note because I want to know y'all opinion on this. So I'm in a Facebook group, and recently a nail tech was giving us a scenario where she did this girl's nail. She took a really long time. And she was saying that she kept asking the girl if she liked the nails, you know, just to make sure the client was satisfied. And multiple times her client said that she liked her nails. I'm not really too sure how much time passed, but her client did later in the day or maybe the following morning contact her saying that she did not like her nails, and she wanted to know if she was in the wrong for not giving her client a refund that, you know, the client was asking for. I've definitely been in that position before, and I don't think anything hurts more than your client not being satisfied. But I feel like if at the time of the appointment your client didn't voice the fact that she wasn't satisfied, how are you gonna go home and then say that? Like, I definitely remember I had a client that got like a super blinged out set, and later in the day she told me that she didn't like her nails. I had offered that she can come and I'll remove the stones, I guess, because she said it was too much bling for her, even though she booked the extra bling freestyle. That same client ended up keeping the nails and later told me that she did like her nails, and it was a lot of back and forth. But when she initially told me that she didn't like them, I'm like, all right, well, when you were in my chair, you told me you did, so I'm not gonna give you any money back, but you can come and I will fix them so I can make sure that you're satisfied, so you don't have these nails on for the next month and you don't like them. But y'all could let me know how y'all feel about that. I definitely feel like clients should speak up if they're not satisfied, but I know everybody is different. Now I'm spraying some airbrush in the very center of the nail, and this is a red mixed with a little bit of hot pink. I believe in the picture she used hot pink, but I just felt like the red looked a little better. After allowing this to dry for 60 seconds, I'm now going in with some red gel polish, and we are going to be doing like that 90s nail art with the curvy lines and the dots, and this was just really pretty. I don't know if I said this already, but this was inspired by a picture that my client had, and these were cute. I'm really happy she showed me these. After adding my nail charms, I'm now doing the 3D flowers. Y'all know I love me a 3D flower, and I'm currently using this 3D solid gel that I got from Amazon. I forgot the brand, but y'all, if y'all gonna buy any gel for 3D flowers, this is the gel to use. I've tried so many different gels, and I hate how sticky some of them get really quickly, so this one was really good. If you guys are interested, I am going to link down below a 3D flower video where I show you guys exactly how I do my 3D gel flowers, and I do show you guys how to do a few different ones. This one right here is definitely my favorite. I did want this flower to be pretty big, so that's why you're going to see me continue to go over the petals and apply more pressure so that the petals will start to spread some more. Once I'm finished, I will be curing this for a full 60 seconds and cleaning off with some acetone before going in with my paint. Going back in with the airbrush, I'm currently going over those clear flowers. I'm really not going to paint them at all. I'm going to be leaving them clear just applying a little bit of the airbrush in the center, and you will have to clean the rest of the nail off before curing. I did not think I was gonna like this clear flower that much, but to me it's kind of giving like a jelly flower vibe, but I really like it. Once the airbrush is fully dry, I am going to go in with some very thin strokes of red gel polish, only in the center of the flower. Like, I really do not want the gel polish to go all the way out to the outer parts of the petals, just focusing on the center, and I'm going to do this to all of the flowers. So I am not done with the designs just yet. I'm now going back to the flower, and we're basically going to be doing the same designs we did on the opposite fingers, but this time it's actually going to be coming out of the flower. Once you're finished with your gel art, please be sure to cure for a full 60 seconds so you know everything is completely dry. Last but not least, I am adding some Serenity crystals to the nails. I'm going to be adding some in the center of the flowers, as well as a few random places on the nails. I don't remember if this was on the inspiration picture, but I did add some extra ones. Very shortly, I will be showing you guys how these came out. I love them. I do hope that you guys enjoyed this polygel tutorial. And if you want to see more YouTube videos just like this one, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in my next tutorial. Drop it like a drop it, drop it, ain't the dance to this motherfucking music.